Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Rick. I hope you're having a great day. Right, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Unheard of for me to be up at this hour, but I'm helping a friend out today and I'll tell you all about it. So I've got this friend who's got this vehicle who has decided to put it into a garage to have some work done, and the garage wants it all day, which is, you know, typical of how you get things done, you know, if you own a vehicle and you need repairs. But this garage that they've decided to go to is in the middle of nowhere, and they have to leave it with the garage for the whole day. So because that middle of nowhere is not too far from me, we decided let's make a day of it. And so I'm going to go and pick them up. They're literally going to be dropping the van off at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to be there to collect them, and then we're going to go and have a little bit of a day trip. And we'll just see how the day unfolds. We've got nothing specific planned, but hopefully we can get up to something that might be film worthy. We'll see. So I'm going to sort myself out with some breakfast, and I now have a bit of a problem with regard to breakfasts, but it's I'm not going to say it's a good problem, but it's good that I now know. I don't know if you remember in my last video I mentioned about a few health issues I've been having since way back in January. I had a blood test for food intolerances and I got the results back a couple of days ago now. And you won't believe some of the scores I got on this test. On the scores here, I've got like high reactivity, borderline reactivity, or normal reactivity. Now high ranges between 20 and 100%. And for gluten, I had 97% reactivity. So definitely gluten intolerant. Wheat, 79. Cow's milk, 34, yeast, 23, and egg whites, 18. And then it just goes on to aubergine. I have no recollection of ever having aubergine in the last however many years, but I'm still reactive to that. Hazelnut, 13, and soybean, 13. So, these are all the things that have been causing me to have problems. And what they're saying is if you cut those out of your diet, then things should settle down nicely for you and you shouldn't have any more problems as long as you stay away from these things. So if I have to cut out wheat and gluten and milk and eggs, it's not leaving me with much else to eat. So I think this morning I'm going to have the one thing I know that's safe. Oh, actually I could have some gluten-free fish fingers. I have to buy some gluten-free stuff, or I could just have a good old-fashioned steak. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to run with a ribeye steak. Now I've learned this new technique for cooking steak in a pinch. So if you've got a frozen steak, you can do it in an air fryer, and you do it 10 minutes aside at 210 degrees, and it's pretty darn perfect. So let's give it a go and see what happens. This is a ribeye that I cut myself a couple of months ago, and I'm just going to put a little bit of salt on it, and then we'll flip it over. We'll do the same on the other side. Okay, and then we're going to drop it into the air fryer. Going to air fry, temp 210, and time, it's going to go let's go 10 minutes one side, and then as soon as that stops, I'll flip it over, do another 10 minutes, and then it should be really good to go. We'll see. Et voila, one steak cooked in an air fryer. And in case anybody was in any doubt, look, perfectly cooked. That's exactly how I like my steaks. And that's in an air fryer. Who knew? So that's breakfast done. Very nice it was too. That steak was really juicy. That's a really good little hack to cook a good quality steak without smoking your whole house out. So that set me up for the day. I also risked a little coffee as well, so hopefully I'll be all right, touch wood. But we're ready to go, so just need to grab my keys. Let's hit the road. So, this is the friend I was telling you about.
Oh, hello.
And I've just picked Alex up. He's dropped Elvis off to be serviced, and we're going to spend the day. At the moment, we're in Lechlade in a garden centre because we've got to that age. Yes, so we're going to go and have a cup of tea in the garden centre with all the pensioners having their breakfast because it's still very early. It's not even 9 o'clock in the morning yet. So the car park's empty. What day is it?
Is it Wednesday?
Wednesday, it is Wednesday.
Yeah, it is. It's Wednesday.
Wednesday morning. It's probably got their pensioners half-price breakfasts or something. We shall see. But anyway, if anything exciting and fun happens, we'll no doubt film it. But let's go and get. We could have a breakfast. Actually, no, we can't have a breakfast. I've just had a massive steak.
I could have a breakfast.
But I might be tempted with a little, I don't know, something.
Sousson or something.
Something. We'll see. We'll see what's what. We've got ourselves a table with the first one's here. So we've got a nice view of the garden centre, and I've gone for gluten-free lemon tart and trillionaires cake, and Alex has gone for a breakfast. So that'll be brought over at some point. And I've gone for a cappuccino and just realised there's milk on it, but never mind, I shall risk it. Cheers. Well, that's quite lightweight. It's mostly froth. They got all these really gorgeous, sumptuous looking cakes and things there, and I thought, oh, I wish, but all of them are like wheat and gluten. And I said, have you got anything gluten free? And they had this little tiny tray of these sorts of things, and they're like, by comparison, there's no comparison. Never mind. Happy, Alex?
Oh yes. I'm going to do the same as you now.
Yeah. Certainly beats my billionaire's cake, although it is quite nice.
He did the thing. I can honestly say, I left the empty vitamins, obviously.
Yeah.
Couldn't eat another bite. Although I am wondering about lunch. Hello. Greetings and salutations. This is Alex. I hope everyone's having a great day. And Rick's gone off to avail himself of the facilities. So what mischief can I get up to with his camera? What could we do? There's not a lot, actually, to be fair, because we're in a garden centre. But I think that some amateur theatre is required.
Hello. Hello. Hi.
It's a remake of the Karate Kid. So, there we are. We'll now wait for him to come back.
Right, onwards to the next place. Well, the sun's come out again, that's good. Right, we're going to go on to Lechlade now and see what's what. Right, got a nice little spot here that not many people know about. It's off the main road, but it's just like a little temporary parking up place right by the water.
I've been on here.
So,
I've been on here on my boat.
really?
Really?
Oh, there we go.
This is the way into Lechlade Marina. Well,
Yeah,
it's the
it's a bit of a-
Thames. So,
Bit of a squiggle, but
yeah.
yeah, look at the colour of that water. That's well, it's Thames, isn't it?
It's
just river.
Thames, yeah. But it's very, very slow here.
Well, you
So-
actually can see it
Yeah. So London's that way
flow.
because it's flowing
flowing to
out
London.
to London.
So if I jumped in there and started swimming, eventually I'd end up in London.
You'd have to go through a few locks first.
Yeah, maybe not today.
Yeah, maybe not.
So, but it's a perfect place to open the side door and sit and enjoy. Look at that! Look, even got seats facing the water.
Do you know what?
It's not too
I'm
late.
inspired that I might also buy myself a camper van or a motorhome to do things like this.
Yeah, you should do that, Alex.
I should, yes. I might go for a bigger one.
Yeah, got some prezzies for you.
Oh.
Well, there's your shoes. I had a pair of really posh shoes. I went to put them on the other day because I was going out. Very shiny shoes, but they're too small for me now. So I thought Alex, he wears shiny shoes a lot.
Not today, obviously. No, thank you.
But yeah, they're I think they're size 10, 9 or 10, and I'm now like an 11 or 12. So they're just not quite. To be honest, I bought those from a wedding hire shop.
Oh right, okay.
So I bought them. I've used them about, I don't know, twice about 5 years ago, and they've just been sat in a rack ever since. So
well, thank you very much.
it's all right. And I've got you another prezzy.
Oh really? Okay.
Do you like nuts? Dry roasted nuts.
Oh.
I bought some
I do,
packs.
thank you, yes.
I bought some packs and then realised I can't eat them. So, so
I'm just trying to work out. He's like going, oh, I'll have those. Oh no! No, thank you very much.
and I think I may, because I've got my leather jacket, but I've actually got a lighter jacket which is with no sleeves on it.
Ah.
So I can look like I'm going fishing.
Right.
So, a cup of coffee.
Oh yes, please.
Or tea. Oh yeah, got the new table as well.
Ah.
This is I installed this the other day, and it's just perfect for just the right height. I can sit on the bed and eat food, and then obviously if I'm cooking and need a bit of extra space, it's good. I did want to have one on there, but it just wasn't going to work. Can't close it with one hand.
Do you want me to hold your camera?
Thank you. Yes. So
Drum roll, please.
drum roll, please. But as I was saying to Alex, this may be, I'll say the last time, my days with Guinevere may be numbered. I've found another van, like a panel van, which I've fallen in love with, and I may do another van build. But I would do this exact same layout inside. But I don't know. I'm still waiting to bite the bullet. But I'm looking at either the brand new Renault Master model, which comes out next month, or the Nissan Interstar, which is exactly the same as the Renault Master, but it's made by Nissan. It's exactly the same van, same engine, same everything, but just a few little cosmetic differences. But they come with a 5-year warranty. So I'm just debating it, and also they've got one up at the moment at the garage, because the Interstar it is. I'm sure it's Interstar.
Right.
They came out last month, so it's a brand new model.
Okay.
But they've actually got one in my local dealer, and it's the 170 horsepower one. So it's the top of the range one, and the guys can do.
Look at the smirk on his face. He's convinced himself already, hasn't he? Let's face it.
I keep thinking of it. It's a big commitment, so I don't know. And then have I got another van build in me? Because it's a lot of work.
We've heard that before, haven't we?
I'll figure it out. And also I've got to find some caravan cushions again. So that's always fun. Although I'm sure I could make it with a block of foam and then a block of thingy foam and then do this.
You are probably one of the most practical people I know. You will find a way.
Yeah. Where there's a will, there's a way. We'll figure it out. Looks like an old World War II pillbox over there. So that would have been guarding the Thames. This is a nice little spot.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah. So, oh look, there's a heron. Oh yes. So thinking about this new van as well, the one thing about the Renault Masters that I noticed, and it's the same on this new shape model one, is they have these beautiful vans, really high up driving position, really good looking vans. I'll show you a picture of one here. And then they put these little tiny shirt button wheels on that are so tiny. They just look a bit silly. The problem with this brand new model is it's got tyre pressure sensors in all the wheels. So if I want to go the full hog and get like the big BF Goodrich chunky tyres on the new one, I've got to go through all the rigmarole of getting the sensors switched over, which is going to be a bit of a pain to do. It's not impossible to do, but it's a bit more of a involved thing. I normally get Euro tyres to come out to me. Whether they'd actually do that for me, don't know. Anyway, I'll just hypotheticals, thinking ahead. Are you comfy there, Alex?
Yes, thank you.
It's actually a really good little place. We just sat there, had a coffee. It's like this is one of the really good pluses about van life, is you can pull up at a place like this, open the side door, put the kettle on, make a nice cup of tea, and you can sit there and have a view like this, just temporarily for an hour or two. And it's just this is definitely one of the pluses of having a van. I mean, you can do this in a car, but it's not quite the same. This is what it's all about.
I'm working for a living as
and
we speak.
He's working. He's got his digital nomad head on. That's one of the beauties of when you work for yourself. You can, depending on your job, you can choose your location.
Well, certainly bits of it. I mean, we obviously, I used to do funerals, and it was traditional that the vicar would turn up at the same place as the family.
You can't really do it remotely, can you? Well, could wheel you on, couldn't they?
Yes.
In like a TV screen.
But I mean, doing the clinic, we have to be there obviously for clinic days, but everything else, I've answered emails and
all the admin.
I could do all the bones of making it work.
You just need a laptop and a mobile phone, and your job's a good one.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I keep thinking, looking at the way this country's going, I keep still having this little voice, this little thought. It's only a little thought in the background at the moment, but if I get used to the idea of travel again, like proper miles, that's what I'm hoping to do this year. I keep thinking about that digital nomad visa and Spain and France and Europe, because I work like with YouTube and everything. I generally qualify for a digital nomad visa, which means I don't think I'm subject to the 90-day Schengen thing in Europe.
Okay.
Which means I can go get in this van or the new one, get on a ferry, go to France, just start driving, end up in Spain, end up in Europe, and just stay there as long as I want. That's a little thought that keeps popping into my head, but I'll have to look into it. I mean, there might still be the 90-day limit, although 90 days is still 3 months.
Yeah.
This sort of thing you could do over the course of the winter. Plus my sister lives down in Spain, so she can always get me a place, which is nice. We'll see. I got, like I say, at the moment I struggle to reach outside of my postcode area, but today is not a bad day. Today's an exception. I sort of forced myself to do it as well, because sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and go for it, because it's far easier not to do it.
That's always the case, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
There was a good reason today. I mean, I've not gone videoing for a while either, have I? But both of us.
Yeah, it worked out right, because Alex was saying, look, I'm going to have a spare day. Do you want to do something? And I thought, well, actually, yeah, let's do it. And we picked the right day as well.
Certainly did.
But it's not quite Hales Abbey, is it?
It never will be. Nothing will ever be Hales Abbey.
Should we? Actually, it's a beautiful day. Should we go to Hales Abbey?
Let's go to. I would. I did think about it actually.
It's not that far, is it?
And it's not Monday either.
No, that's
closed
true.
on Mondays,
that's
don't forget.
true, yeah, it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
We
can have a look at the map,
We'll
can't we?
have a think. Let's
have a look at the map.
So Alex sorting out his big rig
yes.
microphone system, his Sennheiser microphone system.
Yes.
Oh, we're going full pro. I've gone for my little Rode video mics, and I've gone for the styling the latest in what do you call these, like gilets, aren't they?
Yeah,
Gilet? A Gillette, gilet. Because I'm going for a walk every day now. I get my 7,500 miles in, although I've lost my step counter. I've put it somewhere in that safe place and I can't find it. But every day I go for a long walk around, like nearer where I live, or today out here. And I need, as the fair weather is coming in, I'm no longer wearing a big jacket because obviously it's too warm. So I need something with pockets so I can put my phone and my keys and my wallet or whatever it is I'm taking with me. I need to be able to carry them. So I got this little gilet. So later on, when it's really warm and I'm just in a t-shirt, I can wear this and still have my phone and keys and everything with me. But anyway, we've ended up in, oh, I've just realised my clock is still on, which means I have to open my door to cancel it. There we go. And I need to turn that off as well. We've ended up in the one place where we often end up, and that's the Great Coxwell Barn, which is always a nice place to come and visit, especially on a nice day. Now, we were for a minute talking about Hales Abbey and maybe going down there, but it's an hour's drive away. I thought it was a lot more local than that. But Hales Abbey would be another great place to visit on a day like today, although it's getting a little bit more cloudy now. Hey guys, this is Editing Rick. I'm editing this video right now, and I've just noticed in the editing there's this horrible plastic tap sound that you're going to hear for a little while into the video. It took me a while to figure out what it was, but it was where I had my little lapel mic on my front here. The little zip, little metal bit coming off the zip was banging against it every time I moved. So you've got this horrible little sort of ticking sound. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about it, but just in case you were wondering what that noise was, that's what it is. And obviously, I'm going to be very wary of it next time we go out and do some filming. Anyway, at the risk of making the same video again, because Alex is doing his thing as well. Anyway, let's go and have a look around. So, here we are again, back at the Great Coxwell Barn. I must have made so many videos here.
You've gone ahead, so I thought I'd make the same video.
It's the only place of interest in the local area that's worthy of filming. The thing I like about this place is obviously it's a marvel to look at. It's an amazing bit of architecture, and also it's free and it's in the middle of nowhere, and it's very peaceful coming here, and you can park for free, and you haven't got all the messing about with the, you know, those blooming car park cameras and things. Whenever I see this scene, it always reminds me of Constable's The Haywain. I think it was Constable, wasn't it? He did that painting of the, almost like a Ford, you know, from way back in the, I don't know, the 18th, 19th century, with the little cart. I think the cart is stuck in the water. I can't remember. I'll have to look at it again. But it's just got that really old world feel. Apart from the sound of what sounds like jet aircraft doing a thing. That's the second time I've heard. There's something going on with jet aircraft. We've got Fairford, RAF Fairford, not too far down the road, which is a big American air base, and that's still an active base. Can you hear that? I'll keep looking out, seeing if I can see anything. Now, Fairford's got a huge runway, so they land the B-52 bombers there. And I think they use it for the stealth bombers and that now. But when me and Alex were just sat in the cab talking a little while ago, we heard something really big sort of shoot past. We couldn't see anything. But there's definitely something going on. But it is a Wednesday, so it's like a midweek thing. So maybe it's just a routine thing, I don't know. But it's so nice here. So peaceful. And we've got a little public footpath here up towards somewhere called Bradbury Hill, which is half a mile away. Let's have a little look. It's just nice to go for a little walk in the country. And this is nice. And there's the Great Barn. Looks like Alex is following me. There's that aeroplane sound again. I think if there's activity happening at Fairford, maybe we should go and have a look at Fairford. I think that'll be more interesting than this. There's not even any interesting birds. We've got a few crows, but I was hoping we'd see some kites or something, or some buzzards. Yeah, I'm thinking Fairford. We're going to have a look at Fairford. If they got aircraft taking off, it might be a bit more interesting than this. It's just very much a non-day today, but it is nice to get outside in the sunshine. In fact, I'm going to pull my sleeves up, get a bit of vitamin D on my arms. Alex making his video. Morning!
Morning! I say morning, Victor.
Morning, Vic. Yeah, I should have done that, shouldn't I? Morning, Vicar. Have you got your dog collar?
No, because I'm in your van.
Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah. You didn't bring your little blessing kit with you then?
It's in the van. Yeah. Anything you possibly wanted in my van?
Yeah. I was just thinking, I keep hearing lots of aircraft noises.
Right.
We've got Fairford just down the road.
Yes.
Do you reckon it might be worth going and parking up in that place at the end of the runway? And that seeing, because I was just walking through this field, there's absolutely nothing here. It's just an open field with some trees. I mean, it's very nice, don't get me wrong, but there's absolutely nothing happening here. And it would be nice to point a camera at something a bit more interesting than just sort of you and me talking about, like, not a lot.
Now listen. There's nothing more interesting than pointing a camera at you and me, okay?
Oh, Alex, you're so...
Modest?
Modest, yes, that's the word I was looking for.
Have spectacularly missed the main event.
Yeah.
We have we've come to on the side of where? RAF Fairford.
We are RAF Fairford, and apparently we've missed the main event, which is the planes coming in. There's some more coming in a couple of hours' time. How do people know these things?
Well, some of them have actually got scanners and radios and things. They must monitor the air traffic.
But apparently we've got tankers coming in. But we've got like loads of people all lined up. They're on step ladders and everything. And they've got these massive cameras, like huge, great lenses. But a guy just said did he say the F-16s are in?
I think so, yeah.
I think he said all the F-16s are in now, and now it's just the tankers. So I have no idea.
Yeah. That makes two of us. We've both no idea at all.
We're just generally clueless, but... We need to stand at the end of the runway. Is this the runway? This must be the best position because everybody's
everyone's congregated here, aren't they?
Yeah. But we'll switch on if anything happens. Oh, something's moving. Okay, I see a big tail moving out behind that building there. That's a prop plane. That's
It is.
It's a bit.
It's a big one.
A little bit like a Hercules, but it's not a Herc. Cool. So that's definitely making a lot of noise. So, if you're into doing this, like waiting at the end of a runway for things to happen, how do you know when to be here? Oh, he's just powered down his engines. You probably can't even see him on this wide angle. But how do you know when to be here. All these people are here. It's like I need to ask them, don't I? How do you know, like, that there's something going on? Is there some sort of secret notice board or something?
Called the dark web, mate.
Because obviously, if we'd have been here like
10 minutes before,
an hour earlier, we'd have seen some really interesting stuff. But for now, it's all got a bit quiet. People are starting to pack up and go home. So we obviously missed out. But I wouldn't mind coming here again. You can try out some of your new lenses, your big lenses.
So the new, I've bought any for ages.
Yeah.
There's none left to buy, that's why.
I was saying, you and Mr. Blooming suitcase full of lenses. But yeah, if you know, like, how do people know? There's so many people here. It's like, how do they know to be here and at what time? Oh, it's loud. Right, we're back in the van. Yeah, it looks like we missed all the excitement. We just got here a bit too late. It's, what is it, about 1 o'clock-ish?
Something like that, 10 to, I think.
So we've still got a few hours to kill. So where are we going to go now then?
Pub, I think.
Pub. Find a pub. Okay, sounds like a plan. We'll see what's around. We found a pub, so Alex is having a pint of Coke and I've got a coffee on the way. All good fun. Mine a step. Right, I haven't got much card left, so gonna have to be a little bit frugal with my what's the name? What was this? This was the George in at Fairford. Very nice little place, quite cosy.
Lovely.
Very cool. Right, back to where we were parked by the river earlier. Oh, I'm driving, aren't I? I need to be on this side. Yeah. There we go, we're back, but someone's in our space, so we've got to park nose on this time.
Yes. I have a feeling I should go and speak very strongly to them about parking in our space.
So we've just been sat here. Alex is making another video. We've sort of been sat here for about an hour just having a chat, a little bite to eat as well. And I've reached that mid-afternoon lull. I just want to fall asleep now. I'm not sure why, because I've been doing coffees for the first time in a long time today, so I should be all wired, but quite the opposite's happening. Never mind. But it's still very, very nice, although we seem to have fallen into shade now. There's sunshine further out there, but the sky has generally stayed quite blue. It's very nice. But it's getting on for 3:15. The van should be ready at 4 now. So it's going to take us about 25 minutes to get back. So at some point we're going to start heading on back. I'm not sure if anything exciting is going to happen between here and there. I'll let you know if it does. But for now, I think that's the end of the video. So if nothing else happens, been a bit of a nothing video, but it's just been nice to get out for the day and have a little mooch around, see what's about. And I'm absolutely exhausted now, so be happy to get home again now. We are finding ourselves talking a lot more about travelling. I was had this debate whether if I take on the new van, do I spend the next, like, I don't know, month and a half building the van, or do I just not bother with the new van, just jump into Gwen and just start travelling? I think I think I'm leaning more towards that. I mean, it's nice having new shiny things, but Gwen's perfectly adequate. Like I say, she's ultra low mileage. She's got everything exactly how I like it, how I want it. And I could easily go with Gwen for another year. So I think I'm finding myself finally leaning towards that end. But there again, knowing me, that could all change by tomorrow, because that's the way my brain works. But we'll see. But anyway, that is it for this video, unless anything more interesting happens, in which case I'll follow on. But thanks for watching. Have a great rest of the day. Thank you, Alex, for hanging out with me today.
Oh, be careful how you say that.
Oh, behave.
Oh,
oh, behave. But we will see you in the next video, when hopefully I'll be a little bit more awake. Until then, take care.